The views and opinions expressed on the Blue Dot Live show are strictly those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect those of the Blue Dot family in its entirety. We are not experts on the topics we discuss, nor are we journalists. We are simply concerned citizens trying to find sanity in an increasingly insane world. We urge you to listen, read, and view as many different sources as you can to keep up with the shit show of American politics. Form your own opinions. Take what you like and leave the rest. Just remember to vote like your life depends on it, because it does.
Am I living the American dream? I got two eyes, try to see the way the world turned. What happened to me? It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing this evening? Baby, it's Sunday. It's Sunday and it's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I hope y'all are having a grand weekend, a good weekend. It's been a very eventful weekend, to say the least. Anyway, Dorothy Tyndall was the first one to jump in, followed by Bart Larson. Nancy Halverson is here. Penny Hartleman, thank you very much. Debbie Marie. Why does this not sound right? Debbie Marie is here. Adam Hewitt, thank you, brother. Always make me smile. Bart Larson, Bruce Preston, let me see. C-Mac is in the room. Jeff Curry. Irene Lambert, thank you so much, baby. You share my shit. I appreciate you all the time. Kelly Harris, all the way from Fort Worth, Texas, baby. We're out there. We're reaching. Anyway, even in deep red Fort Worth up there. Anyway, we're making headway everywhere. Let me see. Kathleen Welch is with us. Corey Barton. Jim Jett is with us, as is Jeff Curry. Oscar Her, 66, is with us. All right, thank you. Carol Lowe and Mark from Toole, Texas. Mega Wet Willie is here. Let me see. Everybody's here. Shit, BW's here. Let me see. John Public. See? We got John Public listening to us right now. So, yeah, your voice is being heard here. Anyway, Seawolf Blue, thank you for being here from Montgomery, Texas. We got a lot of Texas. I'm going to have to zip down here because we've already gotten well over 100 messages already coming in. Phyllis Harrison, thank you very much. Misha Chick, always so reassuring to see you there. Anyway, it is Sunday, and just before I came out and we heard the news that came out there that the Senate has released its bill, his bipartisan bill out of the Senate on immigration. It's supposed to be the biggest change in immigration since Reagan, since the 80s. So, yeah, there's a lot of work that went into this, but why am I feeling not so reassured that we will progress? Anyway, before we get started, I got mail the other day, And I wore this shirt the other day on my, I think it was Friday, Beer and Bud Friday. And the shirt says, if I get my microphone out of the way of my beard, anyway, it says, "Together we will defeat Trump." Again. I like that word, again. And I thought Pauline had sent this to me because it came right after I got the cup. This came from the Biden-Harris reelection campaign store, and I don't know who sent it to me. So if somebody in the chat wants to step up there and say, "Hey, John, I sent you that shirt," I'd appreciate it, because at this point I don't know who sent me this shirt, and that sometimes bothers me. But anyway, I love the shirt and I love the message. Together we will defeat Trump again. And there's the key word down there at the bottom. Again, we're going to do it again. Anyway, it is Sunday, so with the new deal coming out of Congress about immigration, we're going to see what happens there. But already we know Mike Johnson's going to shoot it in the foot. We ain't going to go anywhere with it. So yeah, it wonders how we progress as a nation, how we get things done when you have a party that is just wanting to be an obstruction to everything that we want to do to get done in this country. Where'd Mitch go? Hello, Bernadette. How are you doing?
Hi, John. I'm doing okay. Just trying to batten down the hatches and stay dry and warm.
I've been paying attention up there. That what is it? Atmospheric river is coming your way.
Yes.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Yes.
That's new
Yeah,
words
it
they
is some
invent just to
bullshit.
scare the shit out of you.
I know.
But
They come up
but
with something new all
it,
the time.
yeah,
So
but it looks like a lot of rain. Are you
it
getting
is a
rain
lot of
now,
rain.
or are you getting some?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Rain and wind. The rivers are up.
Really?
Had a tragic accident happen over
Oh
the
shit.
weekend.
Oh,
A
no.
woman,
Lord.
senior citizen lady, went missing. They put out a silver alert. Y'all pay attention to those.
Yes,
They
please.
found her in the
Oh,
river
that's sad.
overnight, but
That's sad.
at least they found her,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
brings a tear to
Puts
my
the
heart.
family at ease,
We
at least knowing.
we have an absolutely amazing search and rescue team that goes on up here,
Well, thank goodness for that.
and I applaud those people.
Good deal.
Absolutely.
Outstanding.
So
Good. Well,
at
hold on
least
to
they
your
found
britches
her.
up there. It's going to get deep, they say. But you're up at the top of the
I'm
mountain,
no
so
I'm
if
nowhere
it
near
gets
the water.
if it
Y'all don't worry about me. I'm on a rock. No landslides, no nothing. Let me knock on wood. I'm good. Just the wind makes me a little nervous because I got trees around me and they
yeah,
tend to
tell me
blow
about it.
branches down and things like that.
Yeah.
So other than
Well,
that, we're
just
good.
good. Take care of yourself and the rest of them blue dots up there.
Absolutely.
And Mishachek,
Yes, John.
how are you, darling?
Pretty good. There's no weather events happening here. It was just sort of monotone gray today.
That monotone gray.
Yep.
You know,
No
I'm all,
sun, it was like no discernible cloud.
yeah. One of those
Just
days
gray.
you look out there and go, yeah, just
Yeah,
yeah,
it was actually
yeah,
foggy this
yeah.
morning. So
Oh,
yeah.
that's even worse. That's even worse. Well, what's that song say? The sun will come out tomorrow. Anyway,
Tomorrow.
yeah.
Not
Anyway,
around
by
here,
the
it
way,
won't.
let me give a big shout out and a big just a way to go to Left on the Table. What
Oh,
a
thank
response!
you.
That
It
it
was,
just went.
I want to thank everybody. The response has been truly amazing. We got an amazing family here.
We do.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for responding. Thank you for everything. It was a nice opening to hopefully a lot of good conversation going on.
Yeah. Yeah, it stimulates that conversation. I was watching the chat. I
Yeah,
was watching it as it was playing and everything. I
and
had
thank
to,
you for that.
oh, I was enjoying the hell out of it. Of course, I'd already listened to it. I knew what was coming, but wanted to see the chat. I wanted to see what was going on in the chat.
There were
And
a lot of comments. It was really nice.
it
It
was.
was really nice.
And I understand that the next one, I know Travis is already working on it. It's already been cut, or not cut. It's been recorded. Now
Yes,
we have to do the
it's in
magic shit.
production.
Yeah, it's in production right now. And
Yes,
Travis has already heard it, and he said y'all, and I use that plural because it's both Bernadette and Miss Chick
Both
on this
both
one,
of us this time. Yes. Thank you,
discussing.
Missy Chick.
Yeah,
It was fun. It was
It
fun.
was fun.
well, the first one sure sounded like it. It came off great, and had a lot of response to it, and I just couldn't be tickled with it. And
And big
while
thanks to John, Blue Dot
indeed
in the Bluegrass, because he brought the receipts,
he
and
did,
He
he
he did.
did,
did.
and he's right there. I want to get Mitch up in here too. And before I get too carried away, I know has anybody been in Discord? I know y'all have. And did you see the spreadsheet that was in there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, one
Amazing
of our
work, right?
yes,
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
one of our blue dots, the cat's minion, and man, can I relate to the name of that name?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I am. Anyway, he put out a spreadsheet in Discord there. Right now, I have it blown up on a screen over here to my left because boy, what a reference to be able to look over there and see that right in front of you. And so I wanted to call the cat's minion out for doing such good work over there, and that spreadsheet's going to come in handy, real
It
handy.
is. It's going to be
It
my
is.
reference point.
Yeah, I
Yes.
just it's right there and highlighted
That's a
too.
lot of
So
work to put out one of
it
those kind of
is.
spreadsheets,
It
Yes.
is.
and
Yeah.
bravo for correlating all that information because it's a lot of work.
If one of you
Yeah.
ladies know how to share that, oh, I don't know if you could do it in the chat. I don't know. Put a link in there to
I
some.
don't think
It
we can
is.
do that in the chat.
Oh
I
well,
don't,
we'll work on
but
that
what I can do is give you a link to join us over in Discord, and you
in
can go and
Discord.
see the spreadsheet for yourself.
There you go. It would be
So
very
come on
helpful.
in,
I'm telling you, I'm
join
looking at it, and
us,
it's
and there's a lot of good things that go on over in Discord that it's way too much for me to explain right now. But
right.
come and be a part of the
I
family. It
tell you
is
what,
part of this show.
it's where
A
the
lot of
rubber hits the road.
information over there, you guys.
It's where
Absolutely.
is where the rubber hits the road for everything we talk about on this show and the things that we try to do in that Discord group because there's a lot of activity in that group. Anyway, I want to pull Mitch up, but before I do, and as I do, I wanted to say hello to John because John, you knocked it out of the park, buddy. The interview
Well,
on Left on the Table was outstanding. Just really impressed, buddy. Really impressed.
well,
Yes.
thank you. I had so much fun just sitting there chatting with Bernadette, and this is a I've made so many good friends through this platform. And John, that all goes
Good.
back to you, buddy, and
Now
I'm
it goes
so
back to
thankful for
us. Again, I'm just giving us a table to meet around. It's an us
Well,
thing
we
here.
appreciate
I
that.
carry that in my heart. I really do because this family, it grows and we're continuing to grow uh, constantly now. Every time I turn around, especially the numbers on YouTube going up through the roof, baby, we're just tickled to death. And the closer we get to the November election, I think the more activity will pick up. You know,
I think
but
so, John. You've got a great thing going here. We're I'm just so proud to be part of this.
well, I appreciate you saying that, John. And I think this Bernadette and Chick's idea for the new episodes that we're going to be airing, Left on the Table, it goes into depth of things that we talk about on the show. But because we're a live show and it is a round table and everybody's here to talk, we sometimes skip over the details of the conversations and get more into just the
Ranting.
fluffier,
I think it's
yeah, the
I think it's a
bantering and
good
whatnot. Yeah,
format. I like that it's on Saturdays and it's a standalone podcast. And
yes,
so, if you're sitting around doing a chore, you can just listen to it and
yeah,
always give it a thumbs up, you guys. Thank you so much for that. The response to it has just been phenomenal and it encourages us to do more. So
yeah,
thank you very much.
Absolutely,
Appreciate it.
yeah.
absolutely. And
And
I have to say that the format and the way it happened, so uh, I was so relaxed talking with Bernadette, and again, just an amazing idea to help us win in November and to inform our voters.
that is, it is.
Yes.
It's an
Thanks,
outstanding way
John.
to get information apart. And let me tell you, like I said, you knocked it out of the park. You had your facts, and I'm glad you introduced yourself to what you do. You're a nurse practitioner with a practice out in Kentucky, helping people every day. And John, so hats off to you, brother. You know, you've traveled a hell of a road, my friend, and we're proud
Thank you,
to have you here. Anyway, let me get on with some.
Proud to be here.
Thank you to Corey Barton, who came in with a $5 donation. Corey, thank you very much. And Pauline Hall, who came in with $5, said 9 months to a Biden victory to keep America, us.
Hear, hear.
Here, indeed. 9 months, baby, we keep our shit. If not, we got serious. You think we got problems now? Just wait. But we can't let that happen. That's why we're here. Anyway, Mitch.
Hey.
Hey, how in the hell are you?
Doing, John?
I'm doing well,
doing
my friend.
Fine. You want to know why I'm doing fine?
What? Because Julie's sitting there with you. That's why. Isn't that right, Julie?
No, she ain't here.
Oh, she ain't there? Damn.
Nice try.
Missed the chance at sucking up.
She's intellectually by my side.
Well, you can tell her I
That
sucked
was
up anyway.
I sure will.
How are you doing,
So,
Mitch?
I heard what happened. Huh?
What happened?
Did you hear what happened? 300,000 truckers went down to the border.
Yeah, 70,000 people I heard.
Uh-huh. Well, I heard
Yeah.
when they got there,
Yeah.
they kind of looked at each other, and then that three-quart dickhead Ted Nugent played to a crowd of tens of
10,
people.
10. Might have been
Tens of
15. Could have been 15.
Dozens. And when they got there, they said things like, I was a little disappointed because Fox News told me that it was a crisis, it was an invasion. And then one of them said, oh, yeah, we saw some little old lady try to cross the border.
Yeah.
And the guards sent her on her way. And that was the whole invasion. These people are sick, man. They're fucking
They are.
sick. And
Mitch,
we are going to beat the fucking shit out of Trump.
we're going to stomp the crap out of him.
In 9
As
months.
well we should.
And all of his little friends who are trying to get elected on his platform. And I can tell you what his platform is.
What platform is that?
His platform is the make Vladimir Putin the most powerful man in the world.
That's what it is.
Mm.
It's what it is. He's still hoping to get that Trump hotel over in
At any
Moscow.
cost.
At
any
doesn't
cost.
He's going to need that Trump hotel in Russia.
Hey, can I bring up something really quick? Not to throw it off subject but it just totally fucking matters. How about Biden in South Carolina? How about that primary win, huh?
95% of the vote.
Exactly.
You know where the entertainment was? Marianne Williamson beat what's his name? The senator. Oh shit.
Dean.
Yeah,
Philip
Dean.
Dean.
Yeah, scored more than Dean did. And I went, really?
Oh well, Dean
but no,
did
the big.
what?
Oh, not much. I think they got a few hundred votes each. Like 400.
I think the people who voted for Dean just couldn't spell Biden.
It must be. It must be something. I don't know why you would put your vote. But every voice counts. If that's where their heart is, that's where their heart is. I guess we just have to convince them.
Marianne Williamson, I think her heart's in the right place, but her head is not in the right place.
Yeah.
She's not.
Yeah, she's on the right team.
If she ran for a position in Congress or the Senate or something like that, she could be of great help, tremendous help, if she ran for a position. Get some experience under your belt, Marianne. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
You want to be president? Hey, how about becoming congressman? How about becoming senator?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get a little experience there. Let's find out what you're dealing with before you just jump in and think you can fix the world. Which all power to her if she could. If I thought she could, but now is not the time, baby. There's a choice here in this election. We can all wish it might be somebody else, but it's not going to be somebody else.
Speaking of choices in the election, have you seen the RFK switch?
No, I have not.
At least I think it's a switch. He's running under the Libertarian.
Oh, Libertarian Party?
I think. Yeah.
Well, boy, howdy.
Yeah, it's a switch because
party is like military intelligence. That's what the Libertarian Party is.
Well, what's his name?
I don't want to play that game either.
junior senator out of Kentucky, Ron. His father used to
We
have
all
that
forget
seat.
the other senator from Kentucky.
Rand
Yes,
Paul.
Rand Paul. There you go. Thank you, John.
Oh, Rand Paul?
He's a libertarian, and so RFK, if you're joining up with him, yeah, fuck you, RFK.
Yeah, fuck you.
Junior.
Yeah, kiss my ass there too.
Okay.
Anyway, let's
Thank you, guys.
let's welcome SC Smith into the room. We have a fine group in here today. Thank you.
SC's in the house.
Hey everybody.
How's everything in Tallahassee, my friend?
It's going good. We had our little weather to deal with this afternoon, but it moved out. Some people got hit and some people didn't, but that's the way it goes. So, but yeah, that's going. And no, I just Mitch brought up exactly what I had on my mind was the convoy and all the people going down there. And and it's and you sit there and watch all these clips, and some of them are funny, and some of them just make you go, "My God," and it's like
galore.
Yeah, Mitch was talking about Ted Nugent being up there. Your career's got to be pretty shitty if you're going backwards.
I'm sorry. I'm telling you, that's fucking hilarious.
Your cards right out there on the table, buddy. You're hitting rock bottom now.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, you go down there, you realize you've been duped. So I guess now the best thing you do is start baptizing everybody. Pull the water troughs over that the cows and horses drink out of, and let's just start baptizing people. And I'm like, my God, it's funny, but it's sad.
It's sad because they weren't baptizing people for like normal shit. They were baptizing people, who wanted to be Christians and became Christians. They were baptizing each other into their weird evangelical.
There you go.
Christianity.
I don't think that had anything to do with Christianity.
Nothing.
No. That had initiation into the Maga crowd, into the Maga universe.
The Church of Magnus.
The church, yes, exactly.
Backwards fucking
church. Thank you.
That conversation I've seen go play out online and under some of the videos about how could you call yourself a Christian and still support Donald Trump? That's a quandary for me. I don't understand.
You call yourself an American. How can you call yourself an American?
How could you do that? How can you call yourself a patriot? These are the questions that some of us basic people are thinking, like, what the hell is wrong with you? If the handwriting's on the wall, can you see how many cases are against him? How many indictments? Have you listened to him lately? He speaks gibberish. It's all bullshit.
All of the Trump campaign stops are canceled. If you can stand for 5 seconds to go onto Trump's main campaign site and look at events, there are none. There are no events because they realize he is a liability. Not only can he not debate, which I think is going to be important for him to capture any sort of support,
he can't debate anybody.
They can't even leave him stand there and talk to a microphone and camera anymore because he's just going to say something stupid, or even worse, he's just going to continue to defame people that it's just a matter of time. The man has no self-control whatsoever.
No, it just as they call it, word salad. That's all it is.
Yeah,
and he's off on a tangent every 5 seconds. Quickly, let me thank Mitch Goldstein, who just came in with a $2 donation 7 minutes ago, and said blue dots are the real America. Vote blue. No wiser words, baby. Vote blue. That part.
Thank you, brother. Hey, I'm going to jump off because we're actually, my sister is in town and we're going to go out to dinner, but I wanted to come in and say hello to you, John, and the rest of the Blue Dot family. Remind everybody to stay strong, keep on message, make sure that you are indeed registered to vote in your state. And don't even think I'm kidding when I say you need to check that you are registered to vote in your state. And you got to get out there and you have to vote for Joe Biden. I don't want to hear this bullshit about how Biden isn't doing this and Biden isn't doing that. Biden is the one man right now standing between you and hell.
Indeed. And by the way, did you see the jobs report? Have you seen the numbers lately? They're all going in the right direction. He's not getting the credit.
Good night, Blue Dots. Talk to you soon, John.
Mitch, we love you. Take care of yourself. Tell Julie we said hello.
Sure will. Take care, everybody.
Brother.
Love you all.
Thank you. Love you back, brother. Take care of yourself. Boy, howdy shit. What a Yeah, we're in the middle of all of this. There is, and we're this is just getting the beginning of February. We got 9 months. It's going to kick it in the ass here pretty quick.
Oh yeah, it'll be here before you know it.
Oh
Next
yeah.
thing you
But
know,
this,
you turn around, it's oh shit.
I'm starting to wonder what the purpose of these primaries are at this point.
Yeah, really.
I mean, other than some numbers, which don't really reflect who's going to vote necessarily in the regular election come November.
Yeah, we're
So
going through a show right now. We're going to go
sort of
through
a
the
deflated
process.
feeling of like, well, whatever.
Yeah, like everybody's going, yeah. But we
Yeah.
can't do that in the general election. As a matter of fact, I
Nope.
don't want you to do it now. It takes South Carolina, the Democratic primary there. There was no question who's going to win that. There was no question.
No, there wasn't.
But it is.
And when the only other
numbers
two people
matter.
on the thing got what, 2% and 3% or something?
Yeah, hardly
Yeah.
anything. Hardly anything. But that's it's the numbers, the percentages. We want to see that participation out there. And South Carolina came through.
I'm not saying don't go out and vote in your primary. I'm just wondering about this particular primary season is just sort of
Yeah. Well, because I think the line has been drawn. It's either going to be Trump or who. We know who it is on our side. There's no question there.
The Republican side is maybe there's a little bit of a hope that Haley will pull a little farther ahead.
If he goes to jail, and even if he did, would that deter his numbers or increase his numbers?
Not if he's still on the ballot. No.
Yeah. Well, there's the big question that might be answered. Well, it's not going to be answered this week, but we get a little indication. Let me thank Bunny Yip Dragon, who came in with $5 Australian, I think, and said, "Good morning." Yes. Good morning, everybody. I'm a little bit late, but I made it. Indeed, you did, Bunny Yip, and that is in Australia. It's morning over there. So
it's 11:30 a.m. over there. Yes.
Damn. So just the start of the day over there. We love our Australian family. We have family around this world, baby. I want you to know that. And we're tickled to death because Bunny Yip got up early to tune in over here, as does Aussie Dave when he comes on the show.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're like 12 hours ahead of us or something like that, depending on where you are in the States, and yet they still want to participate and use their voices and support us over here, and we need all the support we could get from all around the world because the whole world knows we got to do our job over here in the States, and we will, I promise you.
We will. And that was the premise of my rant today, is the Republicans, being the obstructionists they are right now. Just as we heard, the Senate has come out with their deal. It's a bipartisan deal, the most advanced immigration bill since the 80s. This thing is a good deal. We should all get behind it, but oh, hell no. Mike Johnson says no. Okay, so the Republicans in the House are taking a stand on this for what? For Donnie. Donnie's out there saying keep this alive. And they've tied this bill to Ukraine aid. All right, so it does affect the world. This bullshit on our border is now costing Ukraine, in theory, because I'm not too sure the Republicans are all on board with this freedom and liberty thing anymore, democracies and all that stuff. I think they're just as soon to turn Ukraine straight over to Putin, which is what Trump wants. That's what bothers me, is that the Republicans are not only turning their back on our own country, on a chance on an immigration bill, they're turning their back on Ukraine. So that's when I say, please spare me your patriotic speech about how much you love freedom and liberty. Kiss my ass. You're not willing
John,
to fight for
they're
it.
willing to turn their back on our own democracy right here in the United States. When the hell makes you think they're going to support Ukraine?
Yeah.
And that's what it's about, people. That spreadsheet that John mentioned earlier in the show, that spreadsheet is all about who's running, whose seats are vulnerable, and what seats we need to take in both. I think it's in the Senate right now. One's being prepped for the House, which is, 435 seats. It's a lot of information. But these senators that are all coming out and speaking against Trump right now, it's because they're retiring, and we need to pick up those seats, y'all.
We do.
We do.
We do. I got a new button. You want to see my new button?
You got
I
a
got a
new
new button.
button. Uh-oh.
I did. I did.
Uh-oh.
It's right here. It's right here in my backyard. This is Colin Allred. He is running up against Ted Cruz. If we can't kick Ted Cruz's ass out of the Senate, then we got major problems in Texas. So I want
And y'all,
everybody. What?
we need
Go
to
ahead.
show Colin some support, because from what I understand, I was looking at some numbers the other day. He's running a little bit behind Ted right now, and we can take Ted
We
out
can make
of
a
the
difference.
game.
We
Give
can
this
make a
man some
difference.
money. 2 for blue him. Do more than 2 if you can. But if that's all you got, it's a half a cup of coffee at Starbucks. It's
Yeah.
a small bag of potato chips, a bottle of
I
water,
need your
a
help on this one,
candy
baby.
bar.
I need your
Colin,
help on this one. Help me down here in
he's
Texas, baby.
already in the House. We need to move him over to the Senate
Indeed.
and take Cruz's seat.
There you go.
Hey,
Thank you.
Hal
2
Thank
for
you.
blue him.
2 for
He is
blue.
a
I
him,
would-
big
yes.
character.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
Silver Jedi, Bonita,
Yes, John. Can
how are
I
you
have
doing?
the floor? I'm with Bernadette. It is raining cats and dogs, and the
Oh,
wind
Lord, I
is
know.
horrible. Things are flying all over my yard.
I saw it on the radar, baby. I was thinking, oh, Lord, you're getting it. Hi, Salvador. How are you?
I'm fine watching Power Rangers.
Oh,
Yeah,
outstanding.
right on.
Outstanding.
I'm
John,
watching Troy.
excuse me, bud.
I love you. I love you. I love you, John.
I love you back, Salvador. Thank you. Oh, that is so sweet.
Very nice.
We love you, Salvador.
I would like to address a few
Nice to
things.
meet you.
Yes,
I
Five
love that guy.
give mom 5
Nice
minutes.
to meet you,
Yes,
John.
5 minutes. First of all, I'd like to give a shout out to a veteran that is from your state. He's from Galveston, Texas. He's now in Germany. He mentioned blue dots on another family. Thank you so much.
Outstanding.
Awesome.
And I want to, how do I say this?
Get
All
after it,
you
baby.
people that haven't decided, that are on the fence, listen to what Pauline is telling you. 9 months, people. You should be already on your second or third tablet. Your pencil should be a nub, and you should be on your second pencil. That
There
list
you go.
should be burning.
Burning.
And I cannot tell you how important this election is. I've already told you, and I keep telling you, but you're not listening. So listen up.
Hello, Mom.
Everything is on the line in this election.
It is.
Women, you are going to lose a lot if you don't wake up. I don't know what to tell you. You think you have rights.
Oh,
If they get the presidency, you won't have any rights.
no. They really
I-
rode so
You
fast.
don't realize how hard other generations have fought to get you where you are now.
And aren't you part of that generation?
I
Yes,
am,
you are.
and I am fit to be tied that rights have been taken away from me, away from my daughter, away from my granddaughter, and every woman out there and every man that loves a woman should be upset too. I'm sick and tired of it. And I think it was S.C. Smith that was mentioning the baptisms going on.
Yes.
Mhm.
He didn't mention that they were suggesting a $500 tithe to be dumped
Yes,
in
a
these
tithe.
Oh,
horse
really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
give tithe. You have to. Yeah, it'd be
Yes,
nice
it's
if you
on
gave
my
a $500 tithe.
$500 tithe to be dumped.
They'll
Oh,
drift
my
off
God.
anything.
Christian. That is
Anything.
not
Because-
Christian.
No, it's
Because
not,
what
baby.
church doesn't have their hand out all the time?
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah, what-
blasphemy, people. That is not Christian. That is not
No, it's
putting
not.
people in your flock.
That is
not
using religion for your own
that is
benefit.
lining your pocket. No
Yeah,
matter
I
how
did.
Isn't,
you look at it.
go ahead, Essie.
I like I said, I didn't even know that part. I just was like, oh my God, these people
I-
have lost their mind, but they really, yeah, my God.
Stacy
Yes, it's
McCann
just
in there, and
horrible
several
what's
others
going
were
on.
talking about this in the chat here, that they were charging or suggesting a $500 tie.
Yeah,
for you to be
$500 tithe, people.
Yes.
And you profess to be Christians. I don't want to hear that
I don't.
anymore.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, if you're doing that, yeah, I don't. There ain't no Christian about that. That's just grifting off of people that you're trying to take advantage of.
But the
Yeah.
Republicans are a party of grift. That's
Yeah.
It
all they
is.
are right now. The party of grift.
Yeah.
And they
And
are more than willing to grift their own constituents.
Yeah.
They are.
And the bitch about how expensive things are, but yet you got $500 to. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
man.
You're gonna
Ain't it
What
ironic?
a
you're gonna gripe
joke.
about the cost of the bread, but oh, you're gonna kick up $500 to get
And
baptized
John?
in a cow trough. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Just a correction. The last count for Biden today, this afternoon, was he got 96.2%.
96.2. There you go.
96.2.
Ain't no
And
question
then
he was going to win.
Republicans keep telling us how fractured we are.
No.
Well, listen up, people. 96.2 is a lot better than your man did.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Stomped all over him.
And I
Yeah,
also would
I'm-
like to start a discussion on what's up with Tucker Carlson being in Moscow.
In Russia, yeah. Yeah, he's in Russia. I guess
Oh,
he's
come
going
on.
to.
Oh, come
What
on.
do you think he's
Hungary.
doing?
We had a CPAC meeting in Hungary.
He's-
So
he's
I'm
scrounging
curious
for a
what he's doing
job.
now.
Nothing should scream louder about where the Republican Party is willing to go than Tucker Carlson, their guy, their big guy on Fox and all this shit, the guy they just love to listen to, is now in Moscow sucking up to Putin.
This is a man that's floating the name for vice president for
Oh,
crying
yeah,
out
yeah.
loud.
Good luck with that shit. Good luck with that shit. Put Tucker, go ahead, put him on the ticket, baby. Good, and watch how many Democrats and independents come out of the woodwork to vote against that shit.
They should be already out of the woodwork
they
and
should.
voting. I mean,
You are right. They should.
crying out loud, people.
Yeah.
And we have to be the ones on the forefront of this shit. That's what this two for blue is. That's what Adam Frisch running up there in Colorado's 3rd district against. Well, it was against Lauren Bobart, but she done moved, I think. So our graphic.
Yeah,
might
she
be
did. She switched
Yeah.
over to the 4th district and is losing horribly over there. So run, Adam, run.
Yes.
She came in 5th. Came in
Yes,
5th
she
in the
did.
straw poll.
Good. Good.
Jackie
They
Rosen.
couldn't lose a better congressperson.
Indeed.
Right.
Jackie Rosen
riddance.
in Nevada. This is one that's up on. It's going to be a fight, baby. We need to
She's
hold
a
on.
target.
Yes,
We need to keep her in her seat. She is a target for them, and they are trying desperately to get rid of her. So let's 2 for blue, Jackie Rosen.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Indeed.
and people that are safe in blue states, get out there and look at red states. There are a lot of people needing help. A lot of people.
I tell you
If
who
you
needs
can't
some
send
help.
a couple of bucks, make a phone call.
Make a
Sheriff
phone call.
Brown of
Write a
Ohio,
letter.
another
White House.
congressman, Senate. He's in the Senate. Sheriff
Sheriff
Brown.
I
Yeah.
got him. I got him.
Excellent for Ohio. Excellent for the United States. This is a man who he's in a red state, and they have put him back in the Senate several times. The
Several times.
Republicans are
He's
are
holding on
dead
to his
set
seat.
on throwing a lot of money at this campaign so that they could get him out. But he needs to stay right where he is,
And
and
Ohio
we need
is
to
one of
throw
those
money
states.
at him.
Ohio is
Yep.
one of those swing states. We need to keep Ohio. We
And
need to
John
turn-
Tester is another senator who's up
In
for
Montana.
target.
Yeah, Montana.
Yep.
Nope, I don't have John Tester yet. I don't have John Tester,
Well, I
but
do.
I do have
He's on my list.
Debbie Powell, who's up against Rick Scott down in Florida.
Oh,
And,
yes.
and who don't know, we need to get rid of Rick Scott. So this is some of the action, some of the things that you can do for two, do something for blue, and holy shit.
There's no excuse not to be doing something. You can
Yes.
be
Yes.
doing something. You got 5 minutes in a 24-hour period to pick up the phone or write a postcard with 3 or 4 sentences on it.
Do your
For-
part. That's what
Take
we're
it
asking
to
you to
the
do.
bathroom with you. I don't care. Take it outside while you have a cup of coffee. Do something, people. Your democracy is depending on it. And I don't want to hear you're a one-issue voter. You better vote for democracy or you won't have any issues to vote
There
on.
won't be a
That
democracy
is
left.
the issue. That is the issue.
Oh Lordy, let me
Sorry,
get this.
John.
Go ahead
No,
and call
baby,
that.
go. I want that. Go ahead. Yeah, I need to call that out. La Face a lot. Is La Face Latte? Is that
Hi,
right?
Josh.
No, La Facelet.
The
La Facelet.
La Facelet?
Yeah.
Boy, howdy shit. I just love these names. I love it. I know I'm screwing it up. I know when I'm screwing up. And look what they did. Came in with a $100 donation for the beer you will need to keep you out of jail when you run into a MAGA. I need every damn bit of it. I run into him down here. La Fasolat. I don't know how to say that. I love it. I love the name because I want to say La Face Latte. I don't. Dirty old man.
Yeah,
Get your
y'all
mind out of the
forgive us for
gutter.
butchering your names.
Please,
I
please.
Unless
I
we
give
send
up.
pronunciation, we ain't gonna get it right.
No, we're going to screw it up.
John,
That is a hell of a donation. We appreciate it tremendously. Thank you very much.
I'd
Yes,
like to
dear.
give everybody some good news.
Let's have some good news. I'm ready for some
Good
good news.
news.
What
And
good
it
news?
was terrific news for me. I don't know how it's going to be for you. Should make you very happy.
What?
The end of the year, the Republican Party ended up with $8 million. Oh, poor babies. That's
$8
not
million.
even enough to
What are they going to do with
support
that?
one senator.
What are they gonna
$8
do with
million is what they ended up with on hand.
that? Hey,
Oh,
look, I guess they gave it all to Donnie.
They
Well,
probably
no,
did.
no.
Are you kidding me?
Here's the thing. And here's the
And-
thing. Because Donald Trump is supporting his legal issues
team.
through his legal PACs right now, his PACs. The Republican Party, and as long as he has candidates he has to run against, the Republican Party cannot give him money because they haven't picked a candidate yet. Okay,
Yes.
so as long
Still in the
as
primaries.
yes, exactly, and as long as little Miss whatever the hell her line ass is. I can't. She makes that much of a difference to me that I can't even
Haley?
remember her name. Yes, I'm talking about that twit.
Now.
As long as Haley's in the game and may she stay in there for a long time,
I
he
hope she
can't
does.
get any money from the Republican National Committee.
She keeps saying she ain't going nowhere. I'm not going
Good.
anywhere. That's
Good.
what she said.
May she be a thorn in his fat ass.
I think
Excuse
that's
me,
her
Benita.
intentions. I think
Good.
that's her intentions. I hope, and
Second
my
piece of
wish
good
is
news.
that if
Second
they're
piece of good news.
yeah, well, like you said
Yes.
earlier, Bernadette, she would take a vice presidency from Trump. She would be
Yes,
the
she
vice
would in a
president.
heartbeat.
So, spare me.
They
what
all
you think.
would because
They
they're all
yes.
sycophants. They all have their heads halfway up his ass that they can see whatever's coming down his throat.
Well, for these people,
Yes.
it's not
They
about
got
America
their lips
anymore. It's
glued
not
to
about the
his
United States. This is
posterior.
about their own power, their own wealth, or whatever. This is about saving their ass now. Most of them have thrown their integrity and their reputation out the fucking window for this guy. How's I'm supposed to take you serious as a statesman if you're willing to bend a knee and kiss the ring of Donald Trump? No, I don't think so. I don't think I need you in my house up there. You're not looking out for me and my family and my country. No. You're wanting some kind of a deal or some shit. I don't buy the patriotism line that most Republicans have nowadays. I just don't. Anyway, Craig, are you in here? Got you muted. There
I'm
you go,
here,
Craig.
sir. How are you? How are you
I'm
doing?
doing just fine, brother. How are you this evening?
Good. I've been listening to Silver Jedi. I forgot her real name, but
Benita.
Benita.
Miss Benita.
Okay. I guess a couple of weeks ago she was saying, what are we all going to do about this election? Well, I just got appointed to be the campaign manager for a state representative here in Connecticut.
Bless your
And,
heart, Craig. Bless your heart. Thank you
Outstanding.
so much.
Excellent, Craig.
Well,
Excellent.
Right on, Craig.
Outstanding.
Right on.
during the election, we're going to be knocking on doors, and we're going to be, it's going to be top down from Biden down to state representative. Chris Murphy's running again. And so I'm going to be busy. Usually doesn't kick off until after Labor Day. that's when the campaign really starts. But I think we're going to be starting a lot sooner, especially
Outstanding.
up at the top of the ticket. So I just got appointed
Outstanding.
today, being campaign manager. So there you go.
Awesome.
That's doing something. That's doing something. That's
And
being
that's how
involved.
you bring receipts,
There
y'all.
you
Yeah.
go, baby.
You get out there and you
Makes
get involved, you get active. Look at
indeed
you bringing
Correct.
receipts, Craig. Right on.
Good. Oh,
Bravo.
outstanding. That puts a smile on my face.
Connecticut's a really blue state. So we have Chris Murphy, we have Senator Blumenthal. Chris Murphy was one of the leading U.S. senators doing the whole
Yes.
border compromise.
Right.
So he's
Yes.
hopefully it passes in the House, but who knows? Well, you never know. So I was very happy. I got the call today that his campaign manager.
Craig, I want you to know, buddy. We're all. Let me. Where's my thing? Ah, there you go. Because I want you to know, baby, we're all proud of you. That's getting involved. That's doing something. And
I mean,
reminder to everybody, you don't have to go to that extent. You just get involved. Call your local Democratic headquarters.
Right. Call your local Democratic town committee.
Yeah.
Right. And stuff envelopes, make calls, do door knocking, sign waving, whatever. Just to get just to get involved.
And
the
let me
local
tell you,
Democratic
when you
town
do
committee.
that, it gives you an inner feeling that you're really going to enjoy.
Oh,
That
yeah,
feeling of being involved in it.
Because really, on election night, if you just sat back and did nothing, and on election night it doesn't come out in your favor, you're gonna feel bad about that. At least you did something. At least you did something. So,
Travis and I this morning had a great conversation. After this conversation we had, when he went and back down to his house, the first thing in my head was, I wished I would have had enough sense to hit the record button on my iPad to record that conversation, because it was so good. I was so proud of him, and yeah, I wished I would have caught that on tape. It was an outstanding conversation.
I need to ask John from Kentucky a question if he's still there. There he is. John,
Sure.
I heard your interview with Bernadette. It was a great interview. Good premiere of Left on the Table podcast. But I've got a question to ask you. Kentucky.
Kelly K. Duncan.
Kentucky is a very red state. Why are the people in that state voting against their interest? I mean, you got Ron Paul, you got Mitch McConnell, the very hardcore Republicans. Why are the people of Kentucky shooting themselves in the foot? I mean, what's going on with that state?
Well, when we look back in, just say, 25 years ago, Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee, these were all reliably blue or purple states. And a lot of that had to do with the United Mine Workers Association, a big union for coal miners. And as that kind of died out, I call it a natural death, because everybody went to mountaintop removal, and the deep mine industry sort of faded. And my dad was involved with a lot of stuff around my local area, and he had a general store, old country general store here in my county, and we knew a lot. We just knew a lot about the mining industry, and back in those days, like in the 90s, the 92, 96, Kentucky went for Clinton both times, but up around about the year 2000, when George W. Bush ran, things started to turn. I wish I could give you a better answer, but I wish people would get back to that, because we were way better off back then.
The same thing happened in Texas. We used to be blue down here. Ann Richards was, I can't say how much I loved that woman, our governor.
She was great.
Yeah, she was a fantastic governor. And besides that, she looked good sitting on a Harley. Uh,
Yeah.
but you know, we got taken over the same way a lot of other ones. You know, the Republicans they have one product to sell: patriotism. That's what they try to sell. That they are the sole protectors of freedom and democracy and all the good words that you know that describe us. But they've hijacked the meaning of that, and they use it to to convince good Americans that that their ideas are what's great for America. But if you stand back and just look, the Republican Party, they are the party of big business, baby. That's who backs them. It's not the American people. You want to look who's working for the American people. Look to the Democratic side of this table. Now there are faults on both sides that we have to fix. Standard problems that are intertwined among the two. But when you look at both parties, there's only one party standing up for the American people and the American family. The other side's more into corporate welfare, and I'm not too much on corporate welfare, baby. You know,
Neither am
there
I.
are,
Yeah.
Neither am I.
yeah.
I mean, I know Kentucky, West Virginia. I mean, I just don't understand it. I know it's the coal industry. The coal industry is really taking a nosedive, I guess. Even though I know most of the coal is being exported to China now, I take it, right, John? Most of the coal is
Yeah,
being
Yeah. Well, a
you
lot
know,
of it has. Go ahead.
and you
right.
know, when you look back on like how was it the Rockefellers that had a hold on West Virginia? Um, I think it was the Rockefeller family had the governorship there. Um, things just changed, and I think a lot of blame was laid at the feet of the Democrat Party for the coal business dying out, and it was just that that was a bad thing to do, but it was politics. The Republicans knew that if they did that, they could own these states. They could own them, and that's what they did.
Yeah.
Well,
Can I make a
it-
point?
Go ahead.
The Republican Party they have been jerry rigging this fucking country for years.
Years.
It's been their game plan. Mitch McConnell had a book called The
The
Long
long
Game.
game. That's
The
Mitch
right.
McConnell.
long game. And for a
There you go.
long time, they have been rigging these states where they get to choose their voters. And then what do they do with those voters? They sell them a bed full of fucking lies based on fear. And these people who vote against their own interests are basing their vote on the fear and the lies that they're being sold for. And that's what's happening to the South. And that's why these people keep voting against their
Their
own
own interest.
interests.
Yeah.
You know, Craig, um, I'll send you a video. I emailed the Clinton Presidential Library because I wanted to find this video so bad. I talked to Big John about this and to Bernadette. I think President Clinton came to my town in 1999, and it was on July 5th. It was right around the 4th of July. It was a really energetic event. He wasn't running for re-election. Um, and I don't think they'd really had time to get Al Gore, pushed into running for 2000. So what I'm trying to say is he really didn't have a lot to gain,
Right.
but he gave a wonderful speech here in Hazard, and they released it. I emailed them about 3 days later. They released it. I'm going to send that to you, Craig. Um, he had Jesse Jackson, Dan Glickman, Dwayne Ackerman, who was the chairman and CEO of Bell South Corporation. And I mean, thousands of people packed Main Street to listen to this. And it was an incredible speech. And a year later, the state elected George W. Bush. It's hard to explain. But
It's
yeah,
hard
I
to
think
explain.
what Bernadette said, the gerrymandering has probably more to do with it than anything.
It has everything to do with it down here in Texas. This
Mm-hmm.
state, like a lot of other states, is gerrymandered to shit. Do I have a chance of electing a Democrat congressman? Not very much. I used to. Until the Republicans took control of the state and started changing the damn districts all over the place. Mine looked like a damn octopus. Are you shitting me? You're reaching out and grabbing this ranch, that ranch, just to dilute the vote down here in Corpus. And that's what they do. You think they're going to win it on their issues? No. Well, down here in Texas, oil, gas, and cattle, baby. And oil and gas pays a big part of our economy down here. So we're not into coal, but we're damn sure into oil and natural gas, and anything we can poke a hole in the ground to find, we will find it.
Yeah.
Anything burning fossil fuels is what's killing the world, and yet these people don't want to move forward and create new jobs in energy, where we're looking towards a greener energy source for our whole entire country. We could do this as a country, and had we did it when Jimmy Carter, who was in office and started this
way
whole
back
ideal,
then,
we would be so much further ahead of the game, and maybe we wouldn't be in the Middle East.
Yeah, what did Reagan do? What did Reagan do when he came in? He took the solar panels down. Took the solar panels down just to make a point. We don't need no stinking green energy. Are you shitting me?
Because
the good
he
news
was
is
bought by the oil companies, John.
he was.
That's
yes.
why.
And in the Republican Party, it's no different right now. It's no
Nope.
different right now. Oil and
They
gas.
still
And
are.
anybody want to know how much money is being tossed around? I always tell you, go Google the oil company's CEO pay right now, and go
if it
Google
ain't
oil
oil,
company
it's
profits right
guns.
now. Yeah,
It's guns, and
it's a
that's why we
commodity,
can't do
baby.
nothing about guns.
Yeah, both of them. Oil and guns, baby. It's all about that. But that's what sells in the Republican Party, and ain't it sad? Because we suffer the consequences of both every day. The good news is on the energy side is I saw a report that the more wind and solar energy produced in the United States now than there is oil and gas production energy.
Mm-hmm.
So green energy is taking over, and yay for that. Are we going to ever replace punching holes in the ground to get oil? No, because we use petroleum in a lot of products. Are you buying anything plastic, by the way? They're petroleum in a lot of products. What we have to do is decrease the amount that we burn, and put hydrocarbons up in the air or shit up in the air. That's bad for the environment. We know these things, but profit, baby. In the Republican world, yeah. We're all going to die sometime. Who cares? We got to make some money now.
Yeah, well, let's just make it happen faster, because not only are we putting all this carbon up in the air and we're all breathing it, we're all full of microplastics that are in every product nowadays too.
I seen that too. I saw that in the news. I said, oh shit, look here, we got microplastics in our shit, and we ain't never going to get rid of that. You ain't never going to get rid of it. It's going to be there forever because it breaks down. And we know these things. We learn these things. It's not like we were born with knowledge, infinite knowledge. No. We progress. That's we get awoken to different things, and Lord, the Republicans hate that shit. But technologies change, and if we don't take advantage of the current technologies and advanced technologies, what are we doing? Treading water. You can only tread water so long.
Just making it worse for the rest of the kids on the planet.
There you go. Yeah, and we can't live with that attitude of, well, screw the rest of the world. We're doing fine right here. No, that's not the way it works. My biggest concern where I live is the size of hurricanes nowadays.
They're going to get worse.
They're going to get bigger.
Oh yeah.
SC knows exactly what I'm talking about. That's what we have to
it's
worry
not
about.
just here. The weather all around the world. Hell, last week the whole country of Ireland was under tornado watches, and they had a couple tornadoes. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, it's the whole planet, baby. We gotta remember it's the whole planet.
We all live on one rock. That's it. Yeah. If something happens on this side, it's going to affect the other side.
California's got so much water coming down. For years they've been telling us we have a 15-year drought. Now we're flooding.
and it's how quick it turns around. But see, now the
Yeah.
Republicans
Atmospheric
could point to
river.
it and go, see?
We never heard that 10 years ago.
No, you never even
Atmospheric
heard
river.
that term. You never
You know,
heard that term before.
I said before, Mother Earth's best friend is Mother Nature, and Mother Earth ain't happy, and
No.
Mother Nature ain't too happy about that.
Let's face it. We are fleas on this planet. That's what we are. We just need to quit digging into the hide so much. If we can produce wind and solar, that's better than poking the dog with a needle.
Yeah.
It is.
We got lucky this year as far as where I'm at with the hurt. Well, we had the one come up through, and some people to the east of us didn't fare out too good, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But the little storm we had come up today, if it would have had 2 more days to stay out in the Gulf, it would have been a hurricane. I mean, that's what it was that come up through.
And hurricanes form when the temperature of the water is at 80 degrees. And 80 degrees in February
is not.
That ain't normal.
That ain't normal, and that ain't nothing. It rises quickly when that sun comes out. Yeah, boy, howdy shit. Yeah, when you start looking at the thinking of the big picture, the grand scheme of things, if we don't have enough going on right now in the world, with the Middle East the way it is, with Ukraine issues, with our own domestic issues here in the States, there are problems all over the world, but the big existential threat is climate. It's either that or we're going to destroy ourselves when we start tossing nukes around. And it's a constant battle
we
through
had
history
a
to keep
president
that
in
from
there
happening.
that wanted to throw nukes at hurricanes. Hello?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. That brings up that whole issue of, really? You think that guy is smart? You think that guy's got the brains to take care of this nation, to make big decisions? No. Donald Trump is one that he insinuates what it's like. They talk about gangster. He insinuates what he wants and then sends his little minions out to do it. Bob K. Let me get
I'm
this
sorry.
one.
Go ahead, John.
Bob K. just came in with a $5 donation and said, "Glad I'm old because even if we win in 24, the world is never going to fix things in time to stop the coming global disasters. Pity the children. Fuck Trump and fuck Abbott." I'm kidding. You can't argue.
Yeah, this man this weekend, I guess it was Friday night or yesterday, so he posted a thing, like a split picture. I don't know if anyone's seen this, but of him and Elvis. He's like, people have been saying for years that I look like Elvis, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, God, this man is long. So it just led to a whole bunch of people like adding to that picture, with the horse's ass and a couple other things. Then you had other people just like, well, people have been saying for years I look like Brad Pitt. And it was just, but yeah, that was.
He sets himself up for that shit, man.
Yeah, that's what they were getting him on this weekend. It's like, man, a lot of people have been saying for years that I look like Elvis.
Is that the bloated Elvis? Are we talking about the
it had to be the bloated Elvis. It's the only way to go.
Yeah, there you go. The 70s Elvis.
The bloated Elvis.
He fancies himself a king.
He really wished that he looked like Elvis, okay?
Well, maybe that's what
and
bloated
he
orange
even
Elvis.
wishes even more that a lot of people said that shit.
He gets people to say that shit. Right there,
He dreams about it, John. He dreams about it, then he gets up and tweets it.
Who's the guy in South Carolina, the Republican there that said, "I just love you," when Donnie called him out?
Oh, God, not that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Not Tim
There's
Scott.
memes about Tim Scott. Is that who it is? Tim Scott. Yeah. I just love you when Donnie called his ass out right there in front of God and everybody. I just don't understand.
If Tim wasn't a black man, he'd have been orange at that point.
Yeah, he was trying real hard. Might have had a lot of, I don't know. I've seen some ass kissing in my life, but that was damn well ass licking, right up in the groove, baby. As far as that man could get it.
No self-esteem or whatever.
No.
I mean, just to go up there. I'm sorry, but money ain't that important for me.
No.
I mean, I'd love to have a lot of it, but to make myself look like a fool, a weak no backbone.
Yes. It's embarrassing. I would be embarrassed to she even show, but he's back out there for him again. That ain't going to slow him down. Shit. He's still out there trying to kiss the ring. Thinks he's going to get some, what, department head job or something? I guess. I don't know what these people are in it for.
So it's vasectomy. The guy, what, can't pronounce his last name.
Yeah.
That vasectomy. I call him vasectomy.
Yeah.
The guy that was running for president there. I call him vasectomy.
Oh, Ramaswamy?
Yeah, I call him Ramaswamy.
Ramalama Ding.
Yeah, that's Ramalama Ding Dong. You know, I called that long when he first jumped into the race. I'm sorry. The way I know the Republican Party, he didn't stand a chance just because of his name.
Yeah.
And much less his politics when he opened his mouth. That didn't help him much either.
Well,
Bubba down the street ain't going for Ramaswamy. He just ain't.
No. No. And neither are they going for Nikki Haley's dumbass either. But hey, Nikki, stay in the race for as long as you can, darling. Okay.
Stay in there, darling. We need you.
Stay in there. Okay.
Boil as much shit as you can.
Okay. Shit.
Don't let them tell you can't win. You can win, girl. Go for it. Indeed, I want her to stay in. She wants. I think. You know, if the Republicans were. Oh, if they were true to their word with their patriotism talk and all that bullshit, then yeah, people like Nikki Haley and Chris Christie would band together. They'd be out on the road having rallies and shit, trying to convince Americans to stay away from that shit. But that's not happening. And like I said, Nikki Haley would take a vice presidency from Trump in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And she said if she was president, she would pardon him. Nix her off my list of things to do.
Indeed. Gary Machaby, I hope I said that right, Gary, just reminded me that Nikki Haley was on Saturday Night Live last night.
Yes.
In the opening. So she's out there trying to pump the... I'm good. Good on her. Keep going, baby. Keep going. Bring that divide into that party. Somebody needs to wake them people up. She's hoping that she's going to be standing...
They didn't listen to Chris Christie, and I give him far more respect than I give to her because she's flipped the script. Okay,
Indeed.
Christie came out the gate saying, you know, telling the truth about Trump's fucking ass, and yes, I even had a problem with that because for a long time you co-signed his shit while he was in office.
Yeah, a little late to the party. A little late to the party.
Exactly. And all of them are late to the party at this point because they've given him the platform for the last 4 years to just do the damage that he's capable of doing to this country, and they all sat back.
He has taken
watched.
a sledgehammer to the Republican Party and to the United States. When was the last time you saw this kind of division in this country? Is it necessary? Exactly. No. This is self-created. This is the one party in our nation.
80 years ago that we're reading about over in the Blue Room on Monday nights.
Right.
Reading Rachel Maddow's prequel. It's the same freaking story. It's just the names have been changed.
Yeah, same story, different time, but the game is still the same.
Just as dangerous.
Same game.
Yeah, and you can see that happening right now, in real time. With two things. The immigration bill right now that just came out of the Senate. Mike Johnson has already said no. It's dead. We're not doing it.
Yep.
There you go, baby.
I haven't even read the damn thing.
Yeah. I feel sorry for my senator. Yeah, I feel sorry for my senator Chris Murphy. He put so much time and effort into this.
A lot of people put time. There was a lot of, and this is not all just a Democrat bill. We gave up a lot.
Langford was the lead Republican on this out of Oklahoma.
He's not exactly liberal.
The legislature censored him in his own state because he compromised and worked with Democrats.
What kind of
shit is that?
There's a problem there.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But that is exactly what Donald Trump is instructing them to do. That's his game plan. There will be no deals on anything.
And Langford is one of tightest ass fucking conservatives you can pick out of the Senate. But because he compromised with Mayorkas and the Democrats, he should be censured by his own state.
The MAGA Republicans that are still in there, the
Wow.
ones that voted not to accept the results, they're still in there, the results of the election. These people are not out there to do the will of the American people. They are in there to create as much hate and discontent in this country as possible. Yeah. It is their only tool left, is to divide neighbor against neighbor, family against family. It doesn't matter. So long as they win, and they're after one thing, power and money, baby. What are they going to do with it if they win? What are they going to do with this? We've seen it. Go look up Project 2025. We keep singing that song. Go look at it. That's their plan. That Donald Trump would take charge of everything in this country. Everything. You won't need a Supreme Court at that point. We'll change the law there, too. Yeah. It's all on the line, baby.
Speaking about courts, I guess the appellate court in the District of Columbia is really dragging their heels about making a ruling about immunity.
We should get a decision out of the court this week. I was kind of expecting it last week, but the game will be played out because remember the Supreme Court had this in front of them. They kicked it back down to the appellate court. All right, what are they doing that for? Because the appellate court, if they come up with anything other than no, does not have, this is not going to play out good. So we know, I think, in my heart, I know it's going to come back. No, he does not have complete immunity over everything because he was president. No. We are a nation of laws, and if that is not upheld, then we're in bigger trouble than what we thought. But think about it. Again, it's a delay because now the Supreme Court had it, tossed it back down to the appellate court. We're going to get a decision out of there, and if it is not 100% favorable to Donald Trump, guess what? He's going to appeal it to the Supreme Court, and here we go. All this time wasted on the appellate court when the Supreme Court could have took up this issue.
We may not see Trump go to trial formally, except for this case coming up in New York in March 25th. That's a criminal
Jack Smith's case has already been put on hold.
Are you talking about him? Are you talking about the trial in New York with him paying off Stormy Daniels?
Yes.
Okay.
That is a criminal case that is against the he filed with the Federal Election Committee illegal reports and didn't claim it as part of his campaign, and that is a crime. And is it a big crime? It's not the biggest one that could send him to jail, but he could go to jail for it because it is a criminal case.
But Bernadette, the FBI may be ready to move on this hidden room that's underneath the staircase and behind a big dresser where things are hidden at Mar-a-Lago, and that case would not go to Eileen Cannon. That case
it won't. That'll be a totally separate case.
Yes.
And let's do it because I don't know. He can't have too many cases.
I want him to have as many as possible.
Oh, I want him to have them coming out of the woodwork, baby. I want a proctologist in there. That's what I want him up there his butt because that's what he's done to this country. In my opinion,
criminal on every level.
He's already gotten away with more than any American has ever gotten away with before in the face of everything that we believe in this country.
He has exercised his due process under the 14th Amendment, the same amendment that's trying to keep his ass off the ballot. Okay, he has exercised his due process until you can't even spell due process anymore.
Until he blew in the face. Come on. You can't get any. He has had every opportunity. That was part of the discussion my son and I was having this morning. Because what's the big problem? Well, the big problem is it's money and power. If you have money and power, you can delay justice all you want. Justice delayed is justice denied. We've heard this.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it is any one of us
two injustice systems in this country, John.
There are. For those of us that have to pay taxes and those who just, you know, I don't know. My mind went real south.
It's one that if you have money, you can deny justice and delay justice for as long as you possibly can.
You could buy
if
your
you
way
don't
out of
have money, take
Tough
your
shit.
ass to jail. Do not pass go and do not collect $200.
Nothing. You get nothing. So there's two judicial systems in our country.
You don't even get the assumption of innocent until proven guilty. You're guilty
Your ass is gonna sit in jail.
before you go to court because you're going to sit in jail because you can't
You ain't got no
bail
money.
yourself out.
You ain't got no money. You got no money, your ass is going to jail. You got money, hey, get a lawyer.
Guilty.
You're going to be sitting at home. You know, it is. There's two different systems here. And it only benefits one side. And that's the side that's got all the money. Let me thank Corey Barton, who came back in with another $5 and said, remember, whatever you hear on the TV, Trump is going down in the polls. Americans are turning against him, and he hasn't got a chance with the voters. Out of your mouth. Corey Barton, thank you very much, because he is right. I don't know.
Right.
They keep talking about, the polls. Have you seen the polls? I don't know anybody the polls called. Never called me. I have never gotten in my whole life a poll call.
I don't know, John. I ain't got no phone call from them.
None,
Me neither.
None. I don't know where they're getting their poll information from. Corey Barton just came back with another $5 and said, Biden-Harris 2024, fuck Trump. That's what he says.
Did he say fuck Trump?
I think he said fuck Trump right there. On my show. Using that kind of language, saying fuck Trump.
Wow.
Somebody would come on here and say fuck Trump like that.
Like this?
That guy.
Fuck Trump?
Just like that. It was just like that. Well, more like fuck Trump. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck Trump, fuck Orange Elvis, whatever he wants to be.
Yeah. Whatever it is. And normally at this
your
point, I
daily
apologize for our
of
language, but
Trump.
no, not here. I talk like a sailor, and that's what I think of that guy. Screw that guy. Screw that guy.
Everybody listening to this program, hit the thumbs up.
Yeah, hit that like
there
button
you
down
go.
there.
Right
there
now.
you go.
Good idea.
That's one way of telling him.
Subscribe.
That's it. That's what you can do. That's it. Do 2 for Blue. Subscribe, baby. Share this shit.
And we hope like hell that Salvador wasn't listening to all that.
I think rock and roll.
Sometimes I don't think of who might be listening.
Sorry, Benito.
I don't watch that every once in a while. I don't want him out saying all of a sudden that comes out of his mouth. Oh no.
Now, what's going on with the other? What's going on with the other court case in New York? I thought that the judge come out with a ruling regarding.
We're waiting on the
case. We're waiting for a verdict to come down because
not a verdict.
Let's not forget a ruling. What's his name? The CFO. What was his name? Weisselberg. Weisselberg is a good possibility
he screwed up.
that he perjured himself during that trial.
Lied on the stand.
The New York Times came up with text messages. Was it the New York Times? No, it was another. It was another
Washington Post.
Forbes magazine. Forbes magazine.
Okay.
You know, Trump was always wanting to be on Forbes. There were several reporters that had communications with him about that 30,000. It was a 10,000 or 30,000 square feet
30.
apartment, gaudy ass fucking apartment that he had, and it looks like Weisselberg may have perjured himself in testifying in that case.
You know what they do to people who do that, don't
the judge is
they?
just waiting.
They prosecute them.
It's more than 100 days at Rikers, I guarantee.
Yep.
Yes.
He's got experience.
Yes. And so there is the delay on that particular case, but it shall be coming soon.
So I know it was supposed to be last week, I guess. So
yes, it was. But all of this is new information that the judge is considering while producing his ruling on this case. Let's not forget that the judge who was the monitor over the Trump organization also came out with an extensive, lengthy report right before the ruling was supposed to come out too. And so the
think-
judge is
Okay.
taking all of this as evidence and to put into his ruling. And I have no doubt he will be ruling no on his fucking ass.
Well,
Okay.
y'all remember that the
And the
ruling has
money
already
might
been
go up.
made that he's liable for fraud. What's in discussion right
Absolutely.
now is how much money
It's
he's
how
got to pay.
much.
You know,
How much
so,
Bernadette,
the
yeah.
we
enforcement.
bear
Yes,
hope
ma'am.
it's going to be more than 350 million.
I certainly think it
Lordy, we're
could be.
talking
Yes.
real money now. Where's he going to get that?
Yes.
Where's he going to get that? Hey, let me thank Susan Rotella, who just came in with a $10 donation. Susan, thank you very much. I appreciate that tremendously. Thank you. Yeah, what's he going to do? You throw in the $83 million for the E. Jean Carroll case. We're talking about
Plus
what,
the
400
$5
and
million,
some?
John.
Ooh, $500 million.
Mhm.
You're talking about a $500 million.
And he has not filed an appeal on that case yet. He has
No,
certain
because he
number
has
of
to
days.
kick
I
up
think
money.
he has about a month to get that appeal in. But if he can't come up with somebody to either loan him the money
Yep,
for
put
that
that money
appeal,
up.
or put that money up himself, or maybe talk his daughter into giving it to him, but then she got to talk to her husband, and it just goes on and on. If he don't get that appeal in, guess what? He's gonna have to start doing
Selling chip.
paying
No, he
that
could take-
bill.
Paying that
He's gonna
bill,
take
baby. I
money.
want to see that.
Paying
I want to
that
see the
bill.
plane towed off. Come on, man. I want to see the plane
he'll
towed
take-
off. I want to see E.
Well,
Jean Carroll
yeah.
on front of the Trump Tower there. E. Jean Carroll's big ass building.
Mhm.
That's what we all want to see, because he's
I want
made
to
this
see
country
Mar
suffer.
Lardass go.
That'd be
His
That'd be neat.
$1.25 whatever $billion home. I want to see that swampland turned back into swampland for the alligators.
Well, they tore down Epstein's
Return it
mansion
to-
in Palm Beach.
They certainly did.
Drain the swamp, all right. The swamp there at Mar-a-Lago, but it's all creeping back in. All of it's creeping back in.
Yes.
This is the fight, baby. This is the fight we're in. We come on here, we have great discussion on here, but don't forget for a minute what we're here for. And that is that we're here to stimulate and encourage as many people as we can to be involved in this democracy, baby, because that's what it's all about, your involvement. So we need to encourage each other. Talk to your friends. Talk to your family. That might be a rough road to travel, but remember what side you're standing on. Who are the real patriots in this fight? We are, baby. And don't forget that. It's not about a song. It's not about a flag. It's not about an eagle. It's about the ideals we hold in our heart. That's what makes us who we are. There ain't no flag going to do that. No eagle's going to shit anywhere and make that happen. It's when we care about each other.
But it is up to us to keep this republic. It is up to us to do that. And the only way we do that is to get out and vote. So make sure that you go and check your registration. We got primaries coming up. Voting laws have changed all across this country. Go to yourstate.org and find out what has changed and what is required of you to go and be able to cast your ballot. And if you don't have what's required, at least ask for a provisional ballot in your state and at least attempt to have your vote counted. Don't drop the ball on this and think that you're registered, because if you're in a red state, it's highly likely that they've purged you from the rolls. Don't take it for granted. Know for sure. Get your papers in order.
We need everybody in this fight, baby.
Yes.
I always say the same thing. Nobody stays in the bunker, baby. We need everybody on the line. That's the way we save this democracy. That's how we save our ass.
Okay. Thank you,
so
sweetheart.
Keep that in mind. Anyway, I guess we'll wrap it up for the evening. I want to thank everybody for coming by. Yes,
before you wrap it up, you got a couple of super chats coming in according to my cracked crystal ball. So
you have
hold up for Mr.
Because I haven't seen him yet. Oh, look, there went one. Flew by in the chat. Lord have mercy. How do you do that? Never mind. I don't want to know. You have powers beyond my. I don't really want to delve into.
It is a gift.
It must be. It must be. I'll tell you what, we would not have a show if it weren't for the support of this family. Those names that you see going by and those that donate a la carte, that's what provides us shift. That's what makes us be able to come on the air every week and discuss issues. And it just, y'all have blown me away with the support that this family has shown.
And all of you faithful viewers that show up at every live show.
Every
And
show.
hit that like button. That
Yeah.
keeps us on the air too. It really does.
Our numbers are going up so much that every one of you should be proud. There. Holy shit. Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson just came in with a $50 donation and said, fuck Trump and Bernadette, keep bringing the fire. Keep bringing the
Thank you.
Keep bringing the peace, love, and fire. There it is. Outstanding, Mr.
verb.
Anderson. She is a verb. Don't make me Bernadette you.
Okay.
I will pull the pin on this, Bernadette, and all of us will be. Anyway. And Keith Thompson, Rob Marine, came in with a $5 donation and said, ditto. Fuck Trump and his ilk. That's the thing. Yeah, we call it out the way we see it. So again, sometimes you gotta forgive our salty language, but we get the message across. Everybody understands that kind of language, and I appreciate the hell out of the support of this family. It is going to be a long fight, but it's going to be a fast one. Things are going to start moving really quick. Right now, we're talking about the decisions coming up in the next several weeks. His immunity. How much money is he going to have to pay in the fraud trial? These things are going to be in the news in the next few weeks. Whoo, the entertainment's going to kick up, baby. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in. Craig, thank you, brother, for coming in, using your voice. Always a pleasure, brother. Thank you for being here.
Looking forward to Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
Outstanding. We appreciate that, brother.
Yeah.
We will be here every time.
You're welcome.
That's what we
You're
do.
welcome.
And John, I can't say enough that the first Left on the Table episode was just fantastic, brother. We want to thank you for participating in that.
I'm so glad I could help, and it's just a wonderful family, and to all the people listening out there, email, call your representatives, your senators, stay engaged, and vote blue.
Indeed. That's what it's all about, baby. Be in this fight, baby. That's what we want. John, thank you very much. And
thank you, John.
Love you back, brother. S.C. Smith, all the way out there in Tallahassee. Brother, we always appreciate it when you come in. We appreciate your voice.
Hey, I always enjoy it. It's fun. It's great to be here.
Outstanding. Take care of yourself up there, brother.
Will do. And I'll pop back in when I can.
Outstanding. We'll look for you. And Bonita. What a pleasure, dear. I can't wait for the episode, baby. I haven't heard anything yet. I just know it's been recorded and Travis has it in his magical little hands. So,
well,
I am looking
John
forward to
and Bernadette did an awesome job. Everybody out there, go to Left on the Table. It is worth listening to, especially for women.
Indeed. We're going to be trying to cover a lot of issues.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And thank you, John, for bringing it home that Obamacare and the Affordable Health Care Act are one and the same.
Indeed.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I appreciate that
too.
so much. So many people tell me, well, I don't want Obamacare, but I love my affordable.
I like that ACA, but Obamacare.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's pointing that out needed to be done.
So really appreciate that, what you both did. Very informative, very well done, very well presented. And thank you for bringing the receipts, John. You did a terrific job.
Awesome.
And thank you to all those blue dots that are out there with their lists.
Indeed.
And Craig, thank you again for your work that you're doing for the Blue Dot family and for democracy. Greatly appreciated this in. My pom-poms are going.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Bye. Good night.
Bye, Salvador. Good night, Salvador. Hey, let me throw in a quick thank you to Uncle Fatty, who just came in with $5 and said, ring that bell. Fuck Maga. Oh, there it is. There it is, Uncle Fatty. You know it. Anyway, brother, we appreciate it. And let me see.
Thank you.
Misha Chick.
Yes, John.
Thank you, darling, for being. You got anybody you want to call out tonight? Anybody share this shit?
Yeah, I'm digging for the right paper.
Oh, you got paper.
I got paper.
I love paper.
Yes, we had
I
people
do.
that shared this shit. I also want to mention that I've added 2 more people to put up for 2 for blue. Hang on just a second while I poke a button here.
Poke the button.
Poking a button to give you the names. Because, yeah, Caroline Gleck. She is running for Mitt Romney's seat.
Oh, yes.
She's a little Spitfire, and she's a youngster. And
Up in Utah.
Yes. And she's the one. She is the one for Utah. And we also have, is it Tim Kaine? Running for Manchin. Is he running for Manchin seat? Do I have the right one? No.
No, I don't think so. Tim Kaine's already in there.
No, yes. No, it's Zachary. That's right. Zachary Shrewsbury. Zachary Shrewsbury is running for Joe Manchin's seat.
Joe Manchin.
Okay.
So we'll have to find a
West Virginia.
Yep.
I'll look into those and see if we can't get a 2 for blue up going on those 2.
All right.
Okay.
So.
But in the meantime, we did have people share this shit.
Who did?
Bob Wessel from Illinois.
Bob. Thank you, Bob.
Bob is not afraid to say fuck Trump.
There you go, Bob.
And chaos is the GOP plan, like that one that threatens the world, he said. Yes, he is. Carmen Salcido from Arizona. Patricia Jordan from Massachusetts. And then we have a super shit share award to Linda
we got a super shit share?
Yes. Linda Dupel Lutz from Florida has shared this with 8 different groups.
Outstanding.
Yes.
Outstanding.
So,
I love that new award.
You. Yes, new award. Great big star for Linda Dupel Lutz from Florida.
Thank you so much, Linda. We appreciate that tremendously. And while the name Bob is on my mind, I want to give an update on Bob. Bob is doing better. Bob is doing better. Right he does not like the cone business. He still hates that part. But I am getting a kick out every time he goes down to eat because the whole cone covers the bowl. It just disappears and none of the other cats can get in there. He's got a system going on now. But Bob is improving. His leg still looks bad, but it doesn't look bad as it did yesterday or the day before. It is improving. And that is good news for Bob. And I want you to know that this family really appreciates the concern this Blue Dot family has shown for one of my cats. And I want you to know my family appreciates that. And so anyway, the update on Bob. Bob is doing better. And I got high hopes he's going to make it. So anyway, Miss Chick, thank you again so much for everything you do.
You're welcome, John. And what does everybody have to remember to do?
Hey, hit the like button. Share this shit.
Yeah.
And
subscribe.
And subscribe. And vote. Why?
And vote. Because your life depends on it.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Miss Chick. And
You're
Bernadette.
welcome.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, darling, for everything
you're
you
welcome.
do.
I thank everybody in this family because they're the ones that keep us going. They're the ones that, rah-rah-ree us and just keep us going on getting that information out there into the masses so y'all know your vote does matter. It matters to me and it matters to this country. So
it does.
Let's use our voices.
So exercise your voice, baby.
Right on.
Indeed.
And thank you to everybody who donated tonight. You guys are amazing. Appreciate it. And
really appreciate that. That's really gonna
my cracked little 8-ball is telling me you got one more super chat.
Why does your cracked egg? Why does yours come up?
I don't know, but
oh, there it is. See that delay? See that delay? Something's going on with the powers that be of who actually runs this show. I'm just saying. I would not be able to do this show without the help of Bernadette, without the help of Miss Chick, without Mark, the Blue Dot Greeter, without BW, without all the people that are working behind the scenes that y'all don't even know about, that make this show happen every week. Every few days we put on a live show. And now with left on the table, there's even more that this family is trying to do. You had a dog that loved the cone? I'm sorry, squirrel.
No, he says
I have one dog who actually loved the cone.
Okay,
I tease Bob every time Bob goes out. I'm talking for him. Dad, I don't want to go out here. All the cats are making fun of me out here. So anyway.
The cone of shame.
The cone of shame, they call it. But Bob's wearing
Decorate
it well.
that cone. Be proud of the cone.
We have to keep it on, because if we take it off, Bob's first instinct is to start licking that paw.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to keep him from doing. It's got to heal. And there it is. Look at that, how much time Bernadette knows. See? I'm telling you. I do have a great team, Clay. I do indeed, baby. I am a lucky man. Keith Thompson just came in with another $5. $5 dachshunds.
Dachshund, ducats, dollars, it's all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same. Outstanding Marine, I appreciate it. He said, MAGA, making attorneys get attorneys. That's Trump, baby. And he's doing a damn good job of it. Again, thank you to everybody whose names are going by there. Thank you for donating tonight. Thank you for keeping this show alive. In the meantime, we will be back here on Tuesday. Ain't no telling what's going to happen between now and then. We could get a decision out of the court on the immunity thing. We could get a judgment. We don't know. It's going to happen soon. So come back. We're going to have a hell of a show. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Put a smile on yourself, and give that shit away to somebody else. Y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday. Take care of yourself and smile.